When the first group of Haitians arrived in Miami in September 1963, they were rejected by every ethnic groups. By 1973, Haitian migration became a local concern, but there was no real structure to welcome them. Today, the community has grown to over 300,000, but is still facing some very difficult circumstances. Through the testimony of some of the pioneers who lived at the turbulent phases of the community's struggles for acceptance and equality,
this community was born from the arrivals of people living up north New York and running from the cold weather. Second, from the arrival of the refugees. All of this most likely within the frame of the year 1973. At this time, there are a few Haitians here. Therefore, myself, when I arrived here in August the 4th, 1973, I joined then Pastor Jenkins and Reverend Montpremier to help them with the refugee problems. When I started discussing, I was the first one to open a Haitian business in Miami. I was followed by two other people. One of them was the Kayaz family. We must say, business took a little time to develop.
I remember, for example, 25 years ago, the Edison Middle School invited me to come to talk to the Haitian students there about our flag, about Haiti. I asked them how many Haitians we have in this room. It was very difficult for the students to identify themselves as Haitians.
In 1984, I came to Homestead, and again there was practically no one in that area. I started by going from door to door, visiting the community, which is really a community that at that time was moving from state to state, looking for jobs. And little by little, especially after the community arrived from Guantanamo, we start to increase.
In 1978 was the date of the first Haitian radio program that is called Express Publicité. At that time, when we came from New York, it was about no more than 5,000 Haitians in this community. Express Publicité devote his microphone, his time to help the people came from Haiti.
I started working in that community in a community service agency back to May 1976. Nobody will figure out what was the community at that time. It was a time when we had only one Haitian MD in private practice, Dr. Bias. It was a time we had about 4 people working in the school board, representing some professional with Haitian background and also Haitian capability to communicate with the language and to attend the population of Haitian kids and dealing with their families. Since the very beginning, the Haitian community comprised newcomers called boat people. It was part of the system to discourage them to come illegally in America. So they were welcoming them with harsh treatment, so they can send the word back home to say that America is not the paradise. But also people were moving from the north in search of a better climate, and also people coming here legally to a normal way of migration, coming from the other islands such as the Bahamas and the French islands, and also people coming from Haiti with their green card, as it was the way we call it at that time.
these newcomers worked hard and brought along their children, who are now accomplished professionals making a difference in the community.
My mom was a history teacher, and my dad was an accountant. I left Haiti when I was 17, July 17, 1971. I still remember to this date. Went to Chicago where I did my high school, last year of high school. Did 5 years of college and medical school, and then I had a federal scholarship where they give you a choice of coming to this, of going to some kind of a shortage area to practice. So I decided that let me come to Miami, where there is a lot of Haitian refugees at the time, since there wasn't enough Haitian doctors at the time. And then the federal government said, yes, you got it. So I went in to Miami, where I started practice at the Borenken Healthcare Center, which is a federally funded clinic. After several years of being in practice, as you know, medicine is an art, but you could be a great doctor, but if you do not understand the business aspect of medicine, you may not be able to pay your bills. So I decided to go back to school, went to the University of Miami, got a master's in business administration, and as well, I also went to law school where I received a law degree as well.
My name is Leslie Prudin. I came to Florida in 1981. I was born in Haiti, and I landed in New York, Brooklyn, New York, where I attended high school for 1 year. I transferred to Kingsborough Community College for 2 years, and I spent another 2 years at Hunter College, where I got a bachelor's degree in education. Right after graduation, I was hired as the intramural director and tennis coach for both the varsity men's and women's tennis team. I stayed there for 5 years, and in 1981, I came to Florida, where I worked at Tropical Elementary School, and then I moved to a middle school and then to a high school until I became the administrator in charge of the community school at Toussaint Louverture, where I became the first Haitian American principal in the Dade County Public School System and in the state of Florida. I'm now principal at North Miami Adult, the largest adult education center in the state and the #1 in performance.
In the United States, I grew up in Brooklyn. Went to junior high school, and college in New York. Then moved to Miami about 1984. Then I married my husband, whom I had known since I was 18. I married him about 1985. So I became a foreign language teacher. And then I moved on to administration, spent about a good 10 years in the school system and then left. I went on to the county. I went to work for an elected official. It was a great education for me. And I think it was an education that really helped me to be better at what I do today, which is run a nonprofit organization, the Haitian Neighborhood Center. It's a resource, referral, information, advocacy center, and we'd like to think of ourselves as the neighbor next door.
Haitian parents have also passed on their values of hard work, education, and ethics to other successful Haitians not in the public eye.
92, I had a finance degree. Then in the way I worked, I've always worked as an accountant. My first job was a bookkeeping job in 1989. So I continue with the same path. So in 2001, I decided to get a master's in accounting. So not only that I had a finance, a bachelor in finance, but also a bachelor in accounting and a master in accounting. Just to say the importance of going to school, our generation has made an impact, I would say, in this country.
The drive that I had to do all that I did is that when you look at the press, every time they mention Haitians, it's a negative term. Haitians, at least at the time in the 1980s, 1990s, Haitian refugee, uneducated, something. So all these negative terms that they say. So I wanted to show them that there are other Haitians that are educated, that are professional people, that are also serve the community. So not only myself, but I also encourage a lot of my friends to also join different boards like the Greater Miami Chamber of Commerce and all of the other boards. So other ethnic groups can see that, oh, we also have Haitians that are educated.
The challenges that I faced are the ones that are faced by most immigrants who come to this country. As a person who was born in the islands, for example, with a different culture, I had challenges from the African American kids who did not understand my culture or my ways, and they did not accept me as one of them. And therefore, I had a lot of conflicts with them in the neighborhood and at the school. I had to also overcome language barriers. I had to learn English. I had to learn to deal with discrimination, where I came from a country where I didn't know what discrimination was. When I was in Haiti, nobody ever discriminated against me. However, I had to learn to deal with that for the first time in my life as a young man. I had to study hard and achieve, because as a black person in this country, you have to work a lot harder than the next person in order for you to achieve the same level. So basically, the challenges that I faced are the same ones that are faced by most immigrant groups in this country.
It's the challenges of learning to speak English, making new friends, learning to adjust to a new environment, to a new society, learning the ropes, coming of age and learning, discovering yourself and understanding and discovering what's important to you and what you want your life work to be about.
After winning over these challenges, both as individuals and as a community, acceptance and economic rewards are nowadays forthcoming.
Little Haiti finally has been included in the so-called empowerment development community. I have to thank especially our representative in Tallahassee, the representative Philip Brutus, for its efforts in making this change of attitude become history.
Nowadays, this crisis of identity we had 25 years, there is a big improvement now, a big change. We have nowadays a lot of professional associations. It's not very difficult today for a Haitian who cannot speak English to find a doctor, because we have a lot more than 100 doctors, Haitian doctors in this community. We have a lot of Haitian lawyers in this community, men and women. A lot of teachers in this community. So that's a big, big change. And the last point we have to mention is the Haitian presence in a political area now, because now we have Haitian mayor, Haitian American mayor, we have Haitian representative, we have Haitian judge. I think it's a very, very, very important change, and I'm sure this community will become very powerful.
So, and realizing what I have accomplished today, I've done a lot. I think that it's important to give back to the community. And I think that one of my motto has always been that success is nothing unless you reach back and help those less fortunate. You can be successful, but you have to bring up, the others who need the help, to help them raise as well. That's what to me success is about. You may have money, but if you take it and use it for your own personal satisfaction, that's not success. This is failed success. But help somebody. Give somebody a scholarship. Somebody who cannot afford to go to school, give him a scholarship or two. I joined the Air Force Reserve as a way to thank this country for what they have, for the opportunities that they have afforded me. So that's my way of saying thank you to this country.
This community has grown a lot since 1981. When I came here in 1981, Haitian kids did not want people to know they were Haitian. As a matter of fact, there was one kid who committed suicide because his girlfriend found out he was Haitian. So we have come from that point, that low point, to where we are now, where Haitian kids on May 18th are wearing Haitian flags on their heads, on their shirts, as their skirts. And when you ask them if they are Haitian, they will tell you, hell yeah, I'm Haitian. And I'm Haitian to the bone.
We have noticed really desire from both parents and kids to say that they are Haitian, to let people know that they are from Haiti, to let people know that Haiti is a country that can and will definitely change. We are known now, not as both people, but we are known as a community that is going forward. I really see a bright future for the Haitians, not only in Miami, but also in Haiti.
I believe that we make so many efforts in the communication. We got about 100 radio program. We got about 2 radio station belong to Haitian, and we got a lot of TV programs serve the Haitian community, which is about 500,000 Haitian. We got an impact on the American politics, and I believe that we did our best. Myself as a pioneer on the Haitian or radio's program, I am feel really satisfied.
Now, when we number the total private practice officers we have only for MDs, it's something I don't think we can count. I stand here in CHS, Center for Haitian Studies, working for a CBO, a community-based organization. And I heard about so many other CBOs doing well, sharing the burden of delivering good services to the Haitian community. I applaud. I applaud because I consider that as a success, because nobody will imagine what it was 30 years ago when we couldn't even be sure to put the Haitian kids in school. We had to negotiate every year for their placement in school until finally we reached an agreement with the school board accepting them on the basis that they were kids and they were not responsible for their status, and therefore they should be entitled to receive a minimum, what is called education.
Based on my experience with Société Koukoui, the Haitian Artists Network, the Mapu Cultural Center, and even the Mapu Bookstore, I can tell you it's a very positive one. The Haitian artists, our culture came from a long way, and we strived a lot to get into the mainstream. And in the cultural scene of Miami, I can tell you that our culture now is well known, is well appreciated. It's just like nowadays, our culture, and for the non-Haitian community, it's like a sparkling diamond. A sparkling diamond, so beautiful that it makes the admirations of everybody. And also that helps us a lot to clean up some stereotypes that have greeted us in the 80s. So in a sense, our culture did help us a lot to get our place into this society, into Miami. We are getting our way into the system, and our culture is our identity for tomorrow.
There's a lot of changes that I've noticed over the years. A lot of Haitians have moved to North Miami, and that is the reason why today we can have the mayor of North Miami along with 2 other members of the commission, which are Haitian American elected officials. And culturally speaking, our identity has received a big boost with lots of activities such as Racine festivals and others that are organized every year in Bayfront Park and other localities where thousands of people come, and that shows that Haitians, even though they're here, they are close to their roots. While the Haitian culture brings a unique flair to this country, some feel that political influence is the key to the future.
specifically Joe Celestin and all of the other elected officials that now, as you can see, that are becoming involved in politics. The more elected officials that we have of Haitian origin, then people start to realize that indeed the Haitians are becoming more influential, and this is very good for us.
Our community needed our presence. It needed this generation to provide the level of service that the other communities are given. For example, we have the Cuban community, we have the Irish community. They've already at the level where when you go and look for their service, they give you the high level, the top services that you're looking for.
The current wave of Haitian has an advice for the younger generation, urging them to build on current achievements and to maintain their identity.
Haitians Americans have a great future in this country. Use us as role models as much as you can. Be proud of your heritage. Be proud of your origin. Continue yourself, because you're going to be the future role models for future children. So keep your nose clean, get educated, and get involved.
My advice to the community is you must continue to believe in yourselves. We are a great people who have achieved a lot in the past. However, we cannot go to sleep and say, well, we have achieved a lot in the past, therefore we can rest now. We must continue to achieve even more, at a greater level than those who have in the past. I hope that I have been a good role model. I hope I have worked hard enough and well enough to prepare others to replace me when I'm not here anymore. But the most important thing the kids or the people listening to me need to remember is you can do it. You can do whatever you set your mind to do.
I'll never cease to be amazed at what Haitians, I would say our family could have been doing to us or for us. I can see and I can say that we are keeping our culture. At all levels, we see that Haitians, whether we have degrees, several degrees, or whether we were born here, we still keep our culture. For example, the family culture, the bond that we used to have in Haiti, I still feel it in our community. The second, the religion part. The Haitians, either they're Catholic or they're Christians, no matter what they say. The voodoo part, yes, it still exists, but I think sometimes it's still covered with the Catholic or other religions, which is, again, I'm not saying if it's good or bad, but my point is we are keeping our culture, and I think that's a very good thing.
We also can realize that churches of all sorts are very common around here. But the most positive step about that is that the Christian Council, which encompasses a lot of those denominations, has preached a lot of tolerance. The current leaders are humble about their accomplishments and hopeful that they will be surpassed by the new generation.
Motivate them to go to school to learn and for them to be proud of the nationality. And also that we will just help them succeed one way or another. Either maybe by taking one of my advices and maximize on it and become somebody.
Well, as the first Haitian American principal in the state, that's already in the history books. However, you can be the first and not be the best. So far, we are doing very well. The North Miami Adult Education Center is #1 in performance. And my office is a community office. I secured some finances from sponsors, businessmen in the community, and I have a radio show that provides education information to the community every Sunday.
Community involvement meant to me participating on several boards. You know, I chaired the Haitian Refugee Center for many years. Then I became chair of the Haitian Educators Association. Then I became chair of the Society of Haitian American Professionals and Entrepreneurs. And so my involvement in this community spans many years in different capacities and different aspects, but clearly everything about really wanting to contribute to the growth and the progress that we were making collectively. I'd like to be remembered as someone who fiercely believed in the promise of the contributions that this community could make.
And we want everybody to put their heads together, the leaders and other community activists, both from the older generation and the new one, to work together in order to have a Haitian community that is strong, where Haiti can be proud of us, we can be proud of ourselves. Those who were there from the beginning, while celebrating our achievements as the leading American community in the United States, are also the first to recognize our shortcomings. That is why their knowledge must be preserved and their experiences shared with the coming generations as a living testimony of our struggles and to serve as a beacon which will one day guide us all towards full assimilation in this society.
The upcoming generation, like my sons or the ones that are coming after me, I can say when you talk to them, they still have the same blood in themselves. The culture is not gone. When they go to church, they respect the authorities, and also when it comes to family values, they have the same.
What makes me feel Haitian is how anything that goes on about Haitians in Miami, in the community, I'm there, festivals, no matter what it is. And again, in school, I write about Haiti, articles on Haiti, anything that has to do with Haiti. So that's how I feel that I contribute to the culture of Haiti. It makes me feel very proud that we've gone a long way, because before, like, early 90s, I believe Haitians were not respected. But right now I feel that with politicians and music, anything, Haitians are involved, and I think it's very good in our community and how kids our age are being exposed to that positive, feeling of being Haitian. I know because of my Haitian culture and because of the way that my family has raised me and because of the ideas that I have and the positive abilities that I have to accomplish whatever I want in life, I feel that I can go very far with that because of the understanding and the learnings I've had from my Haitian culture.
I can fly high